wanted to hop on briefly and talk a little bit about supplements and how they might be used. So typically with my clients, we would use these as a temporary solution while we are working on figuring out what the underlying cause is. So there's a few examples of where you might use a supplement long term. Like if you have had your gallbladder removed, you would want to be on bile salts indefinitely. Or if you are a vegan, you would want to be taking B12 for life. So those are just a couple examples. But generally speaking, supplements are made to be just that, a supplement. So hopefully we would be getting these things from our nutrition, ideally. But since our diet isn't always what it should be, sometimes these can be helpful. But particularly when we are working on addressing some underlying causes, these can provide some immediate relief to help you feel better in the meantime. So another thing is quality. So I try and give people the option of like good, better, best, because there's such a variety out there and the cost can vary greatly. So sometimes it's okay to go with maybe not the best, most expensive option. Sometimes a lesser one can be suitable. So it doesn't always have to be that way, but I like to give people an option for that. And sometimes it really does make a difference depending on what the supplement is. But I can usually provide some really good options with some variety in there. So another issue is the bioavailability, and this is a big part of the quality. So some people will like to buy, I'll just use a multivitamin as an example. So if you're taking, Centrum or one a day or something like that, those types of pills are not a great quality, and typically they are not available for your body to absorb. They'll just go right through, which basically renders them useless. So you're throwing your money out the window rather than investing in something that would be more available to your body for it to absorb. So you're actually getting those nutrients and getting the benefit of that. And that's a whole other topic I could go into, but it's just something to be aware of. And then the type can also vary. So magnesium, for example, there are various types of magnesium. And say you're experiencing constipation, there's a specific type of magnesium that you would probably want to use for that. Or if you're experiencing nerve damage, there's a specific type you'd want to use for that. And then probiotics is another great example. There are so many different strains of probiotics, and depending on what you're experiencing, there would be a specific one you might want to use to target specifically what is going on, the dynamics that are going on with you, and possibly some that you would want to avoid. There are certain types that can exacerbate an issue. So very interesting, lots to know when it comes to supplements, but that's just like a few tidbits that I hope would be helpful for you, just to provide a little bit of insight if you are someone who is using supplements.